Hello everyone, this is a simple guide on how to run your own local AI on your PC. Although this process can get quite complex, I've broken it down into 3 simple steps, and this guide is intended for Windows users. Now for the minimum requirements, most PCs can run a small AI model, though it is recommended that you have a dedicated GPU with 16 gigs of RAM. To begin the installation, you will first install Ollama, which is the AI engine, and it's completely open source and free to use. Links and commands will be in the description. First things first, open up your browser and head over to the link under step 1 to download and install Ollama AI engine. Open the download file and go through the installer as normal. You simply need to hit install and you'll have your own Ollama window open when it's complete. Now from here, you'll have the option to select your own model. And all I can say here is there's really no right answer on which model is best. There's a lot of debate on which model is right for your computer as well. All I can advise you to do is play around with it. It's your playground. See what works and see what doesn't on your own personal system. Now, technically, you are able to use the AI model right here and right now in this application, but we want to take it a step further and create a web UI, much like a paid AI software like ChatGPT. And the reason for that is easier management and the ability to access your AI from any device, not just your PC, that is connected to your local network. Which brings us to step 2, which is installing Docker Desktop for Windows, which is a container environment that is necessary for the web UI. Now, for this step, there are some specific requirements that must be met. Specifically, you need to have WSL2, which is Windows Subsystem for Linux, installed on your PC or supported. This is supported by Windows 11 installations, but only the Pro versions of Windows 10. If you don't have it installed by default, it's very simple. Open up a command prompt as administrator, then enter this very simple command to install WSL2. Then you can proceed forward if it installs successfully. Once complete, return to your browser and click on the link listed in step 2 of the instructions in the description to install Docker on your PC. In the installer, do not change any of the default settings and proceed forward as normal. Once complete, it will ask you to log out and log back in, and you will proceed to the next step of the installation. In this step, click Accept to continue, and you will be taken to a screen to create an account, which you can do so with any email or method you like. Make sure you select Personal if you're using it for your own individual purposes. Once you've set up your account, you will now be taken to the main dashboard of the Docker Desktop software, which looks something like this. Now, we won't be doing anything here today, so you can simply close that and continue on. Which brings us to step 3, which is setting up Open WebUI. Open up your PowerShell terminal and enter the following command as administrator. Hit enter and open up your browser tab and enter the address as follows. And hopefully you will see your own web UI with your AI being served. Select Get Started and create your own admin account for your own personal AI. Once complete, you will finally have your own AI to play with. And just to make sure that everything's functional, let's run a little bit of a test. I've asked it to write a simple pun, and it was able to come up with a decently funny one. I would say 5 out of 10. Now, before wrapping up, there is one more thing I would like to show you. Part of the fun of using AI models is trying on different ones, and there's always new ones coming and developers creating amazing new things to put to the test of what is free and available for everybody to use. So now I'm going to show you how you can change your AI model. In the Ollama page, there's actually a list of all the ones that are compatible with the Ollama engine that you can pick from. Select one that you're interested in, and you will notice that there is a command written there that you're going to copy. Open up a command prompt and paste that command that you had copied earlier into the terminal and select enter, and it will download automatically. Once it's finally complete, you can close the terminal and open up your Ollama application, and you will notice that the new model that you've just downloaded is automatically installed. Open up your browser to also check the UI, and of course, similarly, you should be able to see the model that you've just downloaded and installed in Ollama appear in your web UI. With this, now you can try out any model that you feel like is fun, different, a lot of ones being developed every single day. So feel free to explore and, of course, stay safe. And if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for your time.